Hi there. I want to welcome you once again to Refuge. This is our place of safety. This is our place to come and find solace, to find comfort, to find peace, to find hope, and even to find daily practical tools for motivation. Are you ready for the journey? I'd like to introduce you to Pandy, the red panda. He really wants to be a part of our group today. So, oh, here's our little Chow Chow. Well, it looks like we're going to have two little fellas join us. It's getting more and more exciting each trip. Yes, and this is John Otero. We will continue our journey today on the premise of developing into the very best person we can become. We're going to be looking at the attribute of happiness. Yes, happiness. I want to ask you, what is happiness? Really, when you stop to think about it, what is happiness to you? Happiness is the key to a flourishing life. It really is. Happiness is actually possessing the ability to function in the most optimal way throughout our day. Now, as with any discipline, happiness will take time and training. We are training ourselves to be happy and to experience inner peace and contentment. Merely wishing to be happy without taking necessary steps may prove to be most disappointing. Therefore, let you and I take a look at some of the ways that we can maintain true and lasting happiness. Dear one, please remember that real abiding happiness is not merely a feeling. It's a depth of our soul, similar to that of the waves of the sea. We are able to observe the waves as they crash along the shore or view the surface of the water. However, there is a real depth to the sea. Maintaining lasting happiness is reached when we find that which really fuels our fire. What is your passion? Aristotle was said, happiness is a state of activity. Webster's dictionary states that happiness is a state of well-being and contentment, such as true joy. It is a pleasurable or satisfying experience. For instance, I wish you every happiness in life. It is really important to note that happiness is not necessarily something we feel, rather something we do. In reality, happiness is acquiring a skill that can be cultivated through practice, very similar to that of developing our ability to write or play a musical instrument. And what is so very exciting is that we may cultivate the skill of maintaining our happiness at any time and in any location. Let's look at some simple ways to maintain our happiness. First, let's look at acceptance. Accepting our situation and feelings, especially when they're difficult, gives us the clarity to make better decisions about how to properly navigate through them. Spending a few minutes each day just being still and silent, breathing deeply as we relax, enables us to experience our feelings for the moment. We allow ourselves to simply feel what we feel, closing our eyes and enjoying the pleasure of being who we are. We practice this and enjoy this daily. The next one we need to look at is gratitude. Gratitude will help us experience those moments of joy within our lives without having to do anything but accept them. The habit of gratitude helps us concentrate on the positive, providing opportunity to always think about those that have been a blessing to us. So stop and let's take a moment and let's think about 2 or 3 things that we are really grateful for right now. It really helps to be specific, sometimes actually saying out loud those things that we are truly grateful for. Another thing we need to look at is to be intentionally kind towards others. We talked about this. Being kind with gentleness and generosity helps strengthen our human connections, and we naturally feel safe and supported. This is a fun exercise. We can merely do something kind. It can be as simple as texting our friend and checking in with them. We may also combine gratitude with intentional kindness by sending an email to someone we appreciate and telling them how much we love and appreciate them. This simple act of kindness goes a long, long way. This next step is really important, connecting to our sense of purpose and destiny. Practicing this will help you and I gauge if what we are really involved in is in line with our higher purpose. Everything that you and I do should be aligned with our purpose and our goals. Let's take a few moments to think of a few things quietly but deliberately that we should like to accomplish today. We can choose to reach out to someone who we know is in need. What is calling for our attention today? And finally, is the art of self-care. This is actually nurturing a kinder and gentler relationship with ourselves. And that's true, with our own selves. And it helps us to stay emotionally, spiritually, and physically fit and productive. This step can be fun. Today, during our day, I want us to spend a few moments quietly speaking to ourselves in a supportive and kind way, encouraging ourselves with affirmation and loving words of support and motivation, congratulating ourselves whenever the opportunity presents itself, and observing how happy we feel. My dear one, I want you to know how very proud I am of you. You have come a long way. Welcome once again to our refuge. It is time now to say goodnight. Bonjour. Buenas noches. And we will meet again very soon. And remember, I believe by now you are coming to the true heartfelt knowledge that God really loves you. Pandy says, good night. Ciao Ciao says, good night. I say, good night. We love you.